marketed fighter. I mean, every time we come up to somebody, everybody wants to know, how's that Matt Major guy doing, or what's he up to? So, you get it's a double-edged sword, and I think he did a lot for the show. But every fighter was there to fight, and they are all marketable in their own way. And hopefully all of them are just taking advantage of the marketing they were given by being on the show, and they're going out there and doing a lot. And a lot of them are, like guys like Cowboy, he'll be fighting for the title soon, and Damasio is fighting in the WEC this weekend. That's all huge that these guys are actually taking to the second level and doing something with their lives.
And to hit on Mrs. Scrape and to hit on Matt's point about the 31 flavors, I like ice cream too.
Okay. Nice, okay. This Punk-ass. Next question.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a final reminder, that is *1 if you would like to ask a question. Again, *1, and we will pause to give everyone a final opportunity. And caller, your line is open.
Caller, what's up, baby? Get on, baby.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
Who's this?
Good.
This is Keith at Sinuate Media.
Right on.
So I got a couple questions for you guys here. First, what was your favorite moment last season that didn't make the show? And how much input do you have in what gets edited and what gets to make the show?
When we go first, Punk?
Yeah, go.
Okay. My favorite point that didn't make the show was when we went to Sunshine's gym. Before you see him come out there, scraping. Punk-ass kept Sunshine busy out in the RV.
No, as Punk-ass will tell you. But these fools went in there and set off a bunch of fireworks inside the gym, and it didn't make the show because it was like a death hazard. These fools almost killed people. And not just fireworks. I'm talking like major bottle rockets, like boom in the sky at Disneyland. That type of fireworks.
I got the kids out though. I scraped the pocket.
The kids were safe.
The kids were safe. If you're 16 or up though, you had to fend for yourself.
So you wonder why we had to ask to be let back in the gym. I mean, they search us now when we go back to Chicago because these fools were trying to light shit on fire.
Hey, and then the answer to this is Mass. The second part of your thing is, man, we do so much shit, S-H-I-T, that doesn't get put in. It's almost frustrating. We will film 6 to 10 hours a day for 6 days a week, and we're constantly having fun doing things. And when we watch the episode, it really, honestly, and this is Mass talk, it takes me 3 to 5 times watching it to even like an episode, because all I see is everything where it was cut and everything where they didn't put in that we thought was really funny. It's like, well, you guys get a watered-down version, and I don't mind saying it because I bitch about it all the time. But, hey, as long as you guys are watching and enjoy it, I guess I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
This is Punk-ass. I mean, the editors, I give the editors a lot of credit. They do a good job. They have to cut it down. We film for 2 weeks for every episode.
They need 2-hour segments, Punk-ass. 2-hour segments.
I know. They got to cut it down to an hour. So, I give a lot of credit to the editors working their asses off in those little toy boxes they have to work in, and I really think they come up with a great episode each time. I mean, I think everybody who watches it knows that they're pretty entertaining, but still give a lot of information, and you really get to see behind the fighters, behind the scenes with the fighters and their families, and everything that you don't normally see when you're just watching a fight. So
we need 2-hour segments.
Yeah, 2 or 3 hour segments. They could probably do it with no problem if we had the time.
Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot. We've been doing a good bit of work with the mixed martial arts world. We just recently did some work with the Faber versus Pulver fight, and now we're really happy to be supporting Tapout. One thing that I've found in doing this and working more and more with mixed martial artist guys is they want a network, and they're looking to get further into the MMA world. And so I would just like to know, where do you guys find your fighters, and how do you pick the gyms to train in? And if you could just talk about that for a little bit, that'd be great.
Well, this is Masked. I was trying to stop by, where they in L.A., in different places where they have those guys who are out there for labor. We're trying to throw little fights in there and see if we can get some of them. and pull, but punk ass is kind of
this punk ass. Basically, champions are going to be where champions train. So if you have we depend a lot on other fighters that are already in the mix. Some of our champions personally too. Guys that we sponsor who actually have their own gyms. And they have other guys that are training there too. Like a guy like Diego Sanchez, who's also got St. Pierre training there, and Nate Marquardt and
Jardine, Rashad,
Damasio, you're going to have other guys there that are going to be good. So, we try to find those gyms to start out with, but we're not beyond finding. There is small gyms out in maybe Wisconsin that only one or two guys are coming out of. And we're looking at those places too. We
try to, right on top of what Punk Ass saying, this is Mass, we try to put a good mix. Like, say right now, if you said, go get 10 more fighters, we try to get, the fighters like Punk Ass is saying, where you find one diamond, you're probably going to find two. So we try to hit like a mix of maybe 3 or 4 of those, and let's say the number's 10. Maybe 3 or 4 of those, and then try to find 3 or 4 up-and-coming ones, and maybe 1 or 2 guys like you see Rob Roy or somebody else that maybe you'll see in second season that's so far out there away from any good and great training, and then we try to bring them in closer and help them. So it's a mix of people that we're trying to find that are grade A, and let's classify 3. People that maybe are grade B that we can help get to A, and then we like to find the C group and stay with them as we move them into being a B group, and then continue on with them as they become a A group. It's all about taking people from the minor leagues to the big leagues, and keep a good mix in there that we do know where the big leagues are at too. So it's fun.
Yeah, because this punk ass. Yeah, because sometimes the only problem with the guys that are coming out of those obscure areas are that they sometimes don't have the best training yet, but they have a lot of heart.
Right.
And heart can get you pretty far in this game, but it can't get you all the way.
Yep.
And so we try to, if we can, maybe aim them towards a better gym.
Yeah, something that's in their area something in their area that we know of that maybe they're not familiar with. But but it's a last thing on that. It's still you have to be careful because you don't want to offend people, and then we're not anybody's dad. We're just really there to help and to try to bring them along best we can.
Yeah, some of these guys, they'll move, if they feel like, or they're, we have guys that are in Colorado that drive to New Mexico to go train and, to go train with Greg Jackson's gym. And, so, fighters, if they're serious about the game and that's, this is what they want to do for a career, they'll make those moves if they feel like, if we can convince them it's the right move. And then, if they're not feeling that either, we're not going to force anybody to do anything. We just maybe throw an idea out there or two, and if they decide that's something they want to do, they will.
Let me hit them with this, punk ass. Let me hit them with this. You guys watch the second season because you'll see us do that maybe at least once, and maybe sometimes somebody doesn't want to leave their gym, and if you're going to stay where you're at, maybe we know that you're not going to make it to the top, but maybe that's not our place to tell you what to do or how to live. We can just give our influence and lead you in the right direction and maybe hand walk you to a situation. But if you want to turn, you can lead a horse to the water, or however that you educated people know that saying. I can take you to the water, but I can't make you drink. So inevitably it's up to you.
Well, great information, guys. I know there's a lot of young fighters out there that are going to be really happy to hear you guys talk about that. And I just got one more question, and I'll let you guys go. You guys seem to be in pretty good spirits most all the time, and you're obviously around each other a lot. So is there ever any time when there's some tension between the three of you?
Let me go first. Punk has been my friend. This is Mask for 19 years, and Skyscrape now for almost 11. They're my best friends, and I don't have really much family. My mom and dad have passed and moved on. And Punk Ass sometimes